Hello, I am here today to tell you how awesome this flying geese ruler is. I have not used it much, but I used it the other night on Chris's My First Quilt, and it was slicker than slick. I will never do another way. This is what it looks like. This is the small flying geese ruler. It is awesome. It's just packaged like this, and guess what? It has instructions that walk you all the way through it, so you can do it on your own, I'm sure. Okay, so now I gotta put my glasses on. One thing to help you with this is a rotating mat. It is awesome. I tried it with my regular mat the other day, and I got my little mat out, and it was awesome because you don't have to move them. Okay, so first off, for the let's see, what's the size? It's a 3x6. Yeah, 3x6 flying geese. You need one piece of fabric that is 9 inches square, and then you need another block, a smaller one, that will be 7.5 inches square. What you'll do is you'll set the smaller block inside of the larger block, and you're gonna, I just eyed it, trying to see where my corners line up, because then I'm going to take it over to the sewing, well, I'm gonna mark it with a pen from this corner to this corner, and this won't be seen, so if you did it with a pencil, do it with some kind of marking tool, but you're going to cut right on that line. So after we do that, after we've drawn on it, we're going to go back and stitch 1/4 inch from your marked line. I'll take this over to the sewing machine and I'll sew this. Okay, as you can see, I've stitched on either side of that line that I drew, and I'm going to cut right down that. I've got a 1/4 inch seam on either side. I'm cutting through both those. Okay, see that? And then this is the tricky part. What we do is we'd go over and I would iron this on the ironing board, make a nice crisp seam, but for sake of video, I'm just going to finger press it. This is where the magic comes in. So I've got white and gray, white and gray. I am not matching them up to the seams. I am matching to the outside. I'm matching the square up, okay? Do not nest your seams. You see that? This is where the magic is, okay? So we've got those lined up in a square. I'm gonna go from this angle, and I'm going to mark a line again. Sorry, that would be like that. I'm marking my line from corner to corner. I'm going to go back over to the sewing machine, and I'm now going to sew 1/4 inch seam on either side of this. Okay, so I want to reinforce that we did not match up these seams. You don't do that. You're matching up your blocks, okay? The outside of all the block. So I'm going back to my line that I drew from corner to corner, because I have a 1/4 inch seam. Cut that through. Voila, it looks like this. See, that is not wrong. This is where the ruler comes into play. Do you see this triangle here? That is telling me that's where my flying geese will, I'll line it up where the seam is. See that? Lines up right there. I'm going to cut this. I'll cut that away. I probably shouldn't. This is where the turning goes. Wonderful, because you don't cut your fingers off or your arms off. Cut that. Cut this off. Voila, magical. We have a perfect flying geese. You'll get 4 from your 2 squares. So I've got 3 more to cut. This one I'll cut also the same way. I'll line up that triangle or diamond. No, not a diamond. Triangle. Oops. I line that up where that seam is. I'll cut here. I'll cut here. Then I'm going to turn my mat. See, and I didn't even have to move it off of here. That's the best part. Cut here. Cut here. Perfect, and they'll all be the exact same size. So I've got 2 flying geese here and 2 more out of here. if you follow the instructions on the paper that's in with the ruler, you can't fail. It's awesome. I'm a believer now. So, flying geese ruler. It's a small one.